Hi everyone, my name is Jackie Murray and I'll be your guide during our summer PD, our Tech-infused Teacher. I'll help you go through all of the lessons, all of the conversations, the pedagogy, and hopefully you get as much as possible out of this as an introduction to how to put technology into your class without driving yourself nuts or making it seem like an impossible task. These are going to be the easiest ways to do it, the things that are kind of intuitive for you as you're getting used to adding technology to your classroom. My background, just quickly, you can find out a lot about me under mentors here, but I've been teaching for about 35 years, from preschool through grad school classes. I've taught the last 15 years on technology and education as a lab teacher, as a tech integration specialist, and as a mentor to other teachers as they work through this very challenging time in education, albeit an exciting time. This is where students want to learn. They want to learn with technology. They want to use it in their learning. And we need to catch up with them. We need to show them how to use the things that they use all the time with their parents' phones and the iPads they get and their friends have, and then show them how to put it into their learning so they're excited about learning. Okay, so you all have figured out how to log into our wiki. This is our classroom, and you can use wikis for your own classrooms. They have a very nice setup, just like this one, where you can put students' names along the right side and have them have each their own digital portfolio page like you all will have, and use this as a classroom to share homework, to share assignments, to have discussions, forums in a closed garden where no one can get in except the people that you allow in. If you don't have Google Classroom or Edmodo or one of the other LMSs, this is a really good alternative. It doesn't really do grades, or you could submit homework. It takes a few extra steps, but it does lots of other things that are real helpful as far as digitizing your classroom. Okay, in the introduction, we went through all of these, so I'm not going to go through them again. What I want to concentrate on is your weekly schedule. So each week, I'm going to give you a quick, hopefully 10 minutes or less video of what you're doing this week in class. It's under weekly schedule. I have the general links that you'll need at the top. Activities, Google Hangouts, and the questions there. I won't put them on this page because they do tend to change. How to have discussions with each others and ask me questions. I'll do it all through this discussion tab. How to collaborate with classmates. You'll find as you get into education, if you've been a technology teacher or integrating technology into your classroom for a while, you'll find that talking to other teachers is huge. To find out what really works for them or what doesn't work is really a good thing. So start it here. If you haven't started your professional learning network, start it right here with all the people in this class. And that's going to be under members. We're going to have class member pages, but the discussions you have with each other will be under here. And this is where your assessment log will be. So let's start with that one since we're there. You're going to find your name here on the left, and you'll find your row, and you'll fill out everything for the week you're in. Week one, your setup, that you got everything set up, your introduction, your digital, and then the units that we're covering, which will come right out of the activities. And 3 articles, 1 lesson plan, 1 video. All you do is check them off, saying, yes, yes, I did that. So you put check, check, check. Yes, I did all those. That's all you have to do. You don't have to write anything else or any detailed. And each week you have a new set of activities. So you are self-assessing yourself as far as telling me you got it done. I'm not assessing you I'm not going to quiz you that you watched the video and then quiz you on what was in the video. It's not that type of a class. You're going to get out of it as much as you can and what works for you. And you're going to pick the videos and the activities that work for your classes. So you're just going to give me an X, and that's all I'm looking for. This first week, we need to find a time that works for everyone for our virtual meetings on the weekend. There'll either be a Google Hangout week 1 and 3, and week 2 will be a Twitter chat, because I want you to see how both of these virtual meetings work so you can implement them in your classrooms also, either on snow days when you can do a Google Hangout on top of your virtual classroom, or as a way of note-taking with Twitter, or a way of sharing ideas on Twitter. So I want you to try those out. So we're going to do that. So you tell me what times work best for you. Now we have one class member who's in Portugal. I'm very excited about that because that gives us that international flavor of, well, how do they do it in Portugal? So I'm going to be very intrigued by her answers to the questions we're asking, as well as you all, because each area of the country has their own way of addressing things. Some of you will be Common Core states, some of you won't be. You'll be private schools with your own mandates. So I'm really interested in hearing conversations on how all of this works as far as education for kids. So I've left out evening times just because that definitely wouldn't work in Portugal. She's 8 hours ahead. And we'll see if we can make one of these work. 2:30 might be a little late for her. But you know, if that's the only time that works for everyone, we'll work with that. Then I'll arrange a separate time. But you know, just look at these and put an X in every single box you can. And then I'll go through and I'll take the ones that have the most X's, and that's going to end up our time. Pretty simple. Okay, so all of your videos that you watch under the activities will be right on this stream. You can see there's 28. You can play it right from here, or you can bring it up in YouTube and play it from there. Whatever works for you. So week 1, you can see each week is exactly like this. So week 1, you're going to set up all of our stuff. The Google account, the G+, make sure your Google Drive is working, which all of this is free. You're not spending any money on all of this if you've never used Google before, but I think you all answered me with a Gmail, a Google email. So I think you're all familiar with Google. So we're going to, this setup should be pretty easy. Twitter, you might not have a Twitter account, so you're going to want to set that up. I'm going to recommend you set it up early in the week and then tweet out a couple times things, because Twitter, to avoid spam, they don't always post tweets from people who they haven't seen before. But if they see you're tweeting every day and you've got a couple tweets out there, then when we get to our Twitter chat next weekend, the Twitter will recognize you. You'll have no trouble getting your tweets through. Otherwise, you might if you've never used Twitter before. So if you're brand new to Twitter, get it set up right away and then start tweeting. Just say hello, or say I really liked that video, or just something like that to get your tweets going. And a blog is going to be your project down here, but you're going to join the class wiki. You're going to set up your page. So if I go over here to class member pages, and you all have a page, so you find your name on here, and I think I have everyone, but if I don't, tell me and I'll add you. And then when we click on it, I'm just going to pick someone by random. So let's pick Bernie, and you'll see your page looks like this. Everyone's looks like this to start with. I want your just a personal message, grades you teach, a little of your background so your classmates get to know you a little bit, and then add your contact information, your social media contact. So this is how people will find you on your PLN, your professional learning network. So you want to get used to sharing out this information. Put an avatar there and follow good digital citizenship. Your avatar looks nothing like you. It might be your opposite self. So, but it's an avatar that when we see that avatar, those of us who know you are going to know, okay, that's Bernie, that's Wendy, and no one else will know. And that's exactly how we want it. And that's what you want to teach your kids. Pick an avatar that you just like, but doesn't have a soccer ball because you love soccer, doesn't play the violin because you love violin, none of that stuff. Okay, and then a note, and then down here under daily assignments, this is where you're going to put your projects. You're going to put the date, and then you're going to put the project, and this is a digital portfolio. If you were in a classroom with your students, they'd put their projects there, and you'd have a way to grade them, to share them out with parents, to share them with other classmates so everyone could benefit from everyone's knowledge. Okay, so that's your class pages. So you're going to make sure that gets done. And then you're going to set up your professional blog. And you're going to post it. I'm down here on project 1. You're going to do 3 projects. So set up your blog. Make sure you include a way for us all to follow you. Post some sort of a message and include a picture. So if you haven't blogged before, this will all take a little bit of time. You might go to YouTube and get some videos on how to use whatever blogging platform you choose to use. Any one you want is fine with me. I happen to like WordPress. I just use it a lot. I think it's very versatile. A lot of people love Blogger too, so I'll just let you pick the one you want. The idea is that you have a social platform that you can share ideas and get to know people. And you're going to follow all your classmates on their blogs, on their Twitter streams. You're going to follow me. I want to see you all show up on my Twitter as new followers on Twitter and on my blog. Then you're going to review, wherever it says review, those will be the activities. So you have digital citizenship activities and internet search and research and images activities. So digital citizenship activity, you've got 2 articles, 1 ebook, 1 video. So I'm going to go over here to activities. Go down to digital citizenship, 2 articles. Pick 2 that work best for your needs. There's 5, you can read them all, or just pick the ones that, oh yeah, I really need that. That's the one I'm going to take. Minecraft. We're taking advantage of Microsoft making this free to everyone. So we're going to do Minecraft next year for free instead of the fee they usually charge. And this one's really a good one. So 2 articles, 1 ebook. There's a whole ebook on a digital citizenship curriculum. I don't expect you to read it, skim it, so that you can see how it's laid out and what it includes. So next year you can use it if you want to add digital citizenship to your yearly curriculum, which I hope you do. Then there's 2 videos, both on general digital citizenship topics. Pick 1. So then if I go back here, that's same with internet search, research, and images. 2 articles, 1 lesson plan, image, copyright do's and don'ts is a lesson plan, and then 2 videos. And then you want all of that done in time for our Google Hangouts so that you can talk about them. So you can say, that made sense, that didn't, I don't see how I'd use that in my classroom. This one is perfect for my classroom, that sort of thing. Then don't forget to update your Google spreadsheet, your self-assessment. And your project is your Hello blog. Okay, well, I got that twice in there. I really don't want you to forget to fill in your assessment log, so you got it twice. Okay, I will post the time for the weekend virtual meeting here, and then I'll post the link here also. So on the weekend, you'll come here, you'll find the link. I'll also invite you all so you can respond. You can join it by your email message or by coming here and clicking the link. The questions will all be posted under here. So right now, I think we've got, usually we have more than we can cover. So you've got 5, I don't know if we'll get through that many, just depends. But here we go. It's those 5. All right. And that's this week. Anytime you have questions, feel free to add it to the discussion board because there's likely someone else has the same question. We want to everyone benefit from it, but do feel free to email me separately at askatechteacher@gmail.com. I'm happy to respond there also. Okay, guys, I'm excited to be learning with you. It's going to be a great 3 weeks, and I look forward to talking some more with you. Enjoy.